Hi, this is Lonyo, and I'm bringing you a commentary from the SC2GG Weekly number 7. This is one of the preliminary round games, and we've got agfoxGnom, I'm going to call him Nom, as the Teal Terran in the top right. And we've got SiPa down here as the pink Zerg in the bottom left. And they're both diamond level players, so it should be a fairly good game, hopefully-ish. And I've got no idea who might win because I've got no idea about the play of either of these guys or their relative skill levels, apart from them both being Diamond League. And we'll look at income tab. They're both doing fairly standard. We got the Overlord coming out, not going to get very far, and they're both just macroing up, getting some units. And what happened to me in my game on this was that I was T against Z, and the Zerg didn't take his natural expansion. And we've got a scout coming out now here from SiPa, and just standard. Oh no, not a standard. Got a Chainrax coming up from Nom. I'm going to call him Nom. So he might go for a bit of early pressure. And we've got the scout coming out from SiPa. But when I was playing on here, the Zerg didn't go for his natural expansion, and instead he went for this expansion up here as a hidden expansion. And I kind of knew there was an expansion somewhere because he didn't seem to be doing a one-base play, but I didn't bother to attack it. But by taking that expansion, he managed to get it up earlier than I might have expected, because obviously I didn't see it in the natural, so it'll be interesting to see if SiPa decides to take his natural or go for a slightly more hidden expansion that Nom might not scout very early on. But if he does do that, then there's the risk that it could get taken down because he won't be able to reinforce it very quickly. We've got a tech lab coming out from Nom, and he's got gas up, so I would expect to see some Reapers coming out. SiPa's got his spawning pool down, that's what, 14 pool? And he's not going to get an expansion, so he's just going to go for a bit of early one-base play. He's getting gas up, probably going to be for things speed when the things come out. And production tabs, we've got the spawning pool, extract is nearly finished, and we've got one Reaper coming out for Nom. That's on his way, and he's not getting the nitro packs at the moment. He's just continuing producing SCVs and getting that first Reaper out, and then he's probably going to try and put on some early pressure. And he's just now scouting the base, and he'll see that the pool's up, there's an expansion, and there's gas coming. So he'll be expecting those speedlings at the start to try and stop this Reaper from doing too much harass at the early game. And the Reaper's out, and he's not producing another Reaper yet, but he is building a bunker at the bottom of the ramp, so that's going to stop SiPa being able to expand very easily. And those toolings coming up, if they go and attack the SCV, they might be able to stop him before he gets the bunker up. But we'll have to see if the falling's out now. So it'll be interesting to see if we can stop the SCV. And no, the bunker goes up. So he's going to attack the Reaper, which doesn't have speed, but it gets to the bunker, so he's going to be contained just on this one base for now. And we've got the orbital command coming from Nom, and he's going to start spreading his creep now. And at the moment we've just got more lings coming out, so he's probably going to try and do a surround on that bunker. And there's a supply depot going up next to it, which is quite a good idea, because that stops the lings being able to get such an easy surround, although it does put the depot in a slightly precarious position. And he's going to factory up, so it looks like we might be seeing some Hellions coming now. And he's still getting a lot of gas, so he's on 145 gas at the moment, so he might switch the factory over to the tech lab, get some Blue Flame Hellions up. And he's just going to have that one Reaper sitting in the bunker for now, and get up some defense with the spine crawler. And he's not doing much of these things at the moment. He might be waiting for, he's getting some banelings up, so he's probably going to try and bust down that bunker so he can get the expansion up fairly soon and give himself a decent defense with the spine crawler at the front. And oh, he's getting double starpot down actually, so it looks like we're working into some banshees now. And he's just got that battery down at his front door to wall off. Yeah, he's got his second gas up, so he's probably going to go for some Clo Banshees. And the spine crawler can just about hit the bunker down here, but he can't hit the SCV, which is going to be able to repair the bunker, and basically he won't get anywhere with that. And we've got a scan coming down, so he's seeing that the hatchery's been upgraded to the layer, and Zergling speed's nearly finished, although it won't be much use if against the Banshees. So he could have cancelled that. Although we'll want it eventually, assuming he gets into the later game. And the factory's now gone onto the tech lab, which is a bit surprising. So I'd have expected one of these starpots to end up on the tech lab and another tech lab go down on the factory. But okay, he's getting an engineering bay probably too built in time to stop any mutilated harass, and he's getting a tech lab on one of his starports but not on the other. And I'm not quite sure why he's built these two starports, because he's not actually producing anything from either of them yet. So it's a bit of a waste to have both up, and we've got two spine crawlers now coming up on the front door. and he's still attacking that bunker, and he's managed to take down the supply depot and got 2 SCVs preparing it, so it'll be quite a while before it goes down unless he uses Banelings on it. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. We've just got a really thick wall against any Banelings, and our Banshee's now coming out, but he's not getting the cloak upgrade at the moment. If we look at the income tab, then SiPa's quite far ahead on the income, even though it's only on one base, or quite far ahead on harvested. When the mills kick in, that'll even up on the mineral count, and then we've got the mill coming down. And the Banelings just gone and killed an SCV, so it's like he's sending the Banelings piecing up the SCV, and I'll be able to fight the spine for us. Presumably he's got quite a few minerals, so he'll probably stick down an expansion fairly quickly, and he'll need to make sure that he can deal with these Banshees when they come out. And he's producing 2 Banshees of 1 starport, even though he could switch this factory over with the starport and produce a second Banshee up there, although he's got a tank up with siege mode as well. So his front door's fairly secure, and we've got a bit of a production tab. We've got Burrow coming for the Zerg and Centrifugal Hooks, which he's got an Overseer, so he's going to be well prepared for the Banshee, and he's got a queen, he's got a couple of queens up, so he should be alright. And we've got an infestation pick which might be quite decent against the Banshees if he manages to hold them in place, and then he can use the queens to take them down. And we've got 1 Banshee out, and it's just sitting by the base waiting for the second Banshee to complete, and we've got another siege tank coming out, so he's got a couple of marines. He's going to have a couple of siege tanks and the Banshees, and the economy's evened up now. We've got 23 against 20 harvesters, but with the second base coming down, SiPa will soon start to pull ahead. And he's spreading his creep fairly well at the moment. He's got quite a lot of lings, so if he does decide to do a bit of pressure, they're probably going to get quite eaten up by the tanks in this very thick, heavy wall. And a bunker's now going up behind the wall, so we've got Nom being very, very defensive here, and sending out his 2 Banshees with some harass, which should be cloak upgraded now. Yeah, the cloak upgrade is just finished now, so they'll be hitting and they'll be able to cloak, but the Overseer's been sitting here waiting for quite a while, so they'll be able to deal with it quite easily. And we've only got 1 queen, so it would be a good idea if you move the queen down really soon, because 1 Banshee can kill the queen, and you've got 2 Banshees coming at the same time, they'll take them out quite easily. But and he's in a bit of trouble straight away. Quick hits on the Banshee and then borrow the queen, get it away, stop it dying, but obviously the Banshee dying. We've got another queen coming out here and a queen up here, so we might be able to do that eventually. We've got another Banshee to do and a couple of Banshees away, sorry, a couple of Banshees away, and another Banshee away, and 2 barracks being built at one, and winning defensively, and Baneling nest already out. Might be able to counter this quite well and get the units up for the harass. But at the moment he's not doing very well against this harass. 2 kills on this Banshee, and looks like the other Banshee got taken down. I think